since you are from Ladakh, you view it how? Like you have been a strong champion of a union territory. So do you think that it was an upgrade or a downgrade?
It is 100% upgraded. Galwan, we are hopeful if things goes well, we should be open by June 15.
Okay.
Galwan Valley.
This June 15?
This June 15, if things goes well. And Demjok people have solar street lights, everything. They have all kind of facilities. And this was earlier missing when we were a part of Jammu and Kashmir, and that is how Demjok can be taken as one of the example of the benefit of the Union Territory.
New rules on reservation domicile and language have been notified by the Government of India as for Ladakh. This move is being seen as a step towards addressing long-standing demands for safeguard to protect identity, culture and land for Ladakhis. Right now, I'm joined by Chairman and Chief Executive Councillor of Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council, Tashi Gyalson Sahab. Namaskar, sir. Thank you for speaking to Indian Express. Can you explain to us what these notifications mean for people of Ladakh?
Right. First, I would say that this is one step closer to achieving the overall, safeguard issues for Ladakh. This notification is pertaining to the employment, especially for the employment, the domicile rules which was framed, which was published in the Gazette notification today, it is meant only for the employment perspective. And, there was an employment recruitment crisis post we become a union territory. Because there are so many factors. I would say that initially we were a new union territory. From a district, two small districts to we become a union territory. So we had to start everything from scratch. We had to frame the rules and recruitment rules and everything. So then after that there was a big question how to reserve the employment for the locals, because we are just open to the world, and we were a small districts earlier, and Ladakh is in the far-flung, strategic location, not much exposed to the world, and people are also by and large, below poverty line. Living standards are not that high. So that is why there was a demand that this employment should be protected for the local tribals. So there was an ongoing lot of discussions and deliberations. What kind of reservation should be there, how to reserve, what percentage to be reserved. So those kinds of discussion was ongoing, and finally, thanks to the Government of India, my special gratitude to Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Home Minister, that the domicile rules, what we were expecting, that kind of rules has been framed to protect and to secure the employment.
So reservation has been fixed for 85% of locals there.
Yes.
So what does it say? So 85. So any industry or anything which is set up there. So 85% of the employment would be given to the local people there.
This is specific to government employment. 85. It's like gazetted and non-gazetted posts. 85% of the posts will be reserved for resident of Ladakh. Especially the STs.
Women.
STs, yes, everyone. Especially for the STs, SCs, and the people who are living at the border area.
Okay. So, as you were saying that from two districts you became a union territory. Many viewed it as, a degradation from a state to a union territory. But since you are from Ladakh, you view it how? Like you have been a strong champion of a union territory. So do you think that it was an upgrade or a downgrade?
It is 100% upgraded, because people of Ladakh always demanded, to be separated from Jammu and Kashmir and be a part of the union territory. And the demand has been fulfilled. So it's a great achievement This is how we have struggled for 40-50 years, and there was a reason to struggle because Ladakh is territorially it's very huge in size, and for government in Jammu and Kashmir, for them it was very difficult to monitor and
Everything.
govern Ladakh area, and especially it's being very far. So governance was inaccessible to the people. So that is how people always desired that we should be a part of the union, and union can do more justice to the people of Ladakh.
So now you feel that now that it's a UT, you still demand statehood or no?
It's a demand of the people. It's there, and there's a discussions already. A committee has been constituted. There's a high power empowered committee is been constituted by the MHA, and talks are going on. So let's see. Government is always in the favor of people of Ladakh. They want to give something which will be a practical for the people. Tomorrow there shouldn't be any problem. So government is seeing Ladakh as a very sensitive region. It is in the national interest. That is how government is working.
What about Public Service Commission and 6th schedule? Because
We are
these,
also helpful for the Public Service Commission. We have demanded to create separate Ladakh Administrative Service and the Ladakh Police Service and the Ladakh Forest Service. So demand is under consideration. Yes.
what about vacancies? I read that there were many vacancies as far as even government jobs are concerned. So what is the status of that now?
Vacancies are there for sure. Non-gazetted, somewhere around 3,000 posts already been filled up after we become a union territory. But gazetted posts we couldn't do because our Public Service Commission is affiliated with UPSC because we don't have our own PSC. So it is affiliated with UPSC, and it was difficult in the absence of a proper law to safeguard to provide the reservation. That is why we couldn't recruit the gazetted posts. We couldn't do the recruitment. So now we have a law now. 80% of the seats has been reserved for Ladakhis STs who were earlier the state subject holder, and remaining also requires domicile, domicile, certificate. So we are hopeful that very soon the recruitment will also take place. And we have already requested the MHA, Honorable Home Minister, we have requested to conduct a special recruitment drive through UPSC for Ladakh.
What about the domicile issue? Apparently the demand from your side was to have it for 30 years. I mean, people who have stayed there for 30 years, but apparently the government agreed for 15 years. What is the status?
15 years prospectively. So directly or indirectly, we are getting a benefit of 30 years only because we are not counting the retrospective years. It will be a prospective. So the first domicile, if anyone wants to take, it will be happen only in 2034 only.
Okay, so it will start from 2019 onwards.
Yeah, 2019 to 2000. It will start from 2019. Yes.
Okay, and sir, what about tourism? Because Ladakh has been a place where many movies have been shot. People go there, even foreign tourists go there. But do you feel that after Pahalgam attack, it had some kind of a fallback as far as the tourist season was concerned?
Yes, because post the Pahalgam, very unfortunate incidents, I would say, very shameful also at the same time from the Pakistan side, killing the innocents in the Pahalgam, But as far as the tourism is concerned in Ladakh, because Ladakh being closer to Jammu and Kashmir, so it's obvious that people will feel insecure. But now it's gradually picking up.
But cancellations were there
earlier, but now rebookings are also started, and flights are also resumed. So I mean now it's picking up.
Uh, Talking about flights, at times I have seen that the fare to Ladakh from Delhi it's as high as 40-50,000. So have you taken it up with the center?
Yes, we have taken up with the center many times, but the problem is that it's it is becoming very difficult to regulate the price, and especially because now only somewhere around 18 or 19 flights can accommodate in Leh. We have a parking issues, but our new airport is coming up. So once this new airport will complete, and we are hopeful that by October, November, it should be open. So once we have this new airport, then we will be having a flight capacity somewhere around 54 flight in a day.
Okay.
Then automatically the price should be down. Because now it's we have a very less flight and there's a high demand. But at the same time, now Zujila Tunnel is also coming up. By 27, 28 it should be open, and there is another tunnel is coming on the this NPD road, which will connect us to Manali. So that will also help for tourists to come. So once all this connectivity gets complete, then I think there shouldn't be much problem for the airfare. But though, I mean, as of now, because of the high exorbitant airfare, less number of tourists are visiting Ladakh, and comparative to other states, we are receiving only around 3.54 lakh tourists, which is nothing, and our main source of economy is tourism only. We are dependent completely on the tourism. Not much activities in the agriculture and horticulture sector. Yes, in horticulture we are doing better, but our major source of income is tourism only. So we have requested the government to consider some sort of special attention to
in
promote
that
tourism
sector.
in Ladakh.
So many valleys are also opening. Apparently now you can go up to Dimchok
Right.
and even Galwan Valley. Please tell us about something about that.
Yeah,
Like as a tourist, if I want to go there, I can go there.
Yes, why not? Galwan, we are hopeful if things goes well, we should be open by June 15.
Okay.
Galwan Valley.
This June 15?
This June 15, if things goes well. Demjok already open for domestic tourism, and Siachen Base also already open for tourism. And Anle we have promoted a dark sky reserve. Umingla is already open for tourism. So major tourism destinations in the eastern part of China and the northern part of Ladakh, and these are open for domestic tourists, and this is an attempt to distribute tourism equitably in the entire Ladakh, especially focusing in the rural tourism also, so that income reaches everyone. People don't need to migrate from rural to urban.
Fine.
So that is.
Dimchok, apparently you can see Chinese villages also from there.
Yeah,
it's as close.
It's very close. It's very close. And Demjok also we have a this mini Kailash Mansarovar kind
Okay, wow.
which is OP Kailash we call it, and it's a very interesting. And now road connectivity is much better. We have a full blacktop road till Demjok. After we become a union territory, we managed to develop the road infrastructure in Demjok. Demjok people have a mobile tower now. They have a mobile access to mobile phones. Yes, first time after we becoming a union territory. And Demjok people now have a house-to-house tap water connection under Mission Jal Jeevan. And Demjok people have a solar street lights, everything. They have all kind of facilities. And this was earlier missing when we were a part of Jammu and Kashmir, and that is why we have demanded for the union territory. And Demjok can be taken as one of the example of the benefit of the union territory.
Tell us more about Galwan that you're opening up on June 15th. Like how
Galwan is a war memorial. We have army has created a war memorial there. It's a memory of our brave soldiers. So government has consented to open for the domestic tourism. Our tourists, our people should go there, visit the memory, and witness what our brave soldier has done for the country. So this is an, yeah.
So China has been holding military drills, very close to Indian side. So is there any cause of security concern as far as India is concerned?
Not really.
Hmm.
Not really.
Hmm.
We are very strong.
Hmm. We have built
We also have a better infrastructure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about border road organization? There was a kind of a tussle between Ladakh earlier, but now clearances have been given to them.
It was not tussles of with the Ladakh. There was some uh, issues with the wildlife, because Changthang has been placed under wildlife in the 1987 by the J&K government, and there was a boundary issues was there. Proper demarcation was not there, but the issues has been resolved, and very soon Changthang and Nubra, we are doing a rationalization, and we are excluding the major populated areas out of the wildlife area.
So you have been a champion for climate conservation and all. Sonam Wangchu Saab, he held his fast and he says glaciers are melting there because the kind of construction that is happening there. What is your take on that?
It is true that glaciers are melting, but it is not something that we have done something wrong in Ladakh. We don't have major industries out there. It is a global phenomenon. It's a global warming. So even if you don't do anything, it will still be melting. Because somebody else will doing something wrong. So, but we are very at the same time we are very conscious. We are a climate very conscious citizen. People are very conscious. People are witnessing the change that is happening around us. And so we are taking things very cautiously, and we are planting trees. We are trying to minimize the damage to the environment. So people are conscious. That is why we have promoted solar energy in Ladakh. Very soon we will be contributing to the rest of the country in the solar energy, in the green energy. So Ladakh will be the major stakeholder into it. We have already invested a lot in the solar energy. Perhaps we are the first union territory who is providing 50% subsidy in electric vehicle, heavy vehicles. We are providing 20% subsidy in small EV cars. We are promoting EV cycles. We are giving 50% subsidy in EV cycles. We have done a lot. We have planted more than 5 lakhs trees in last 2-3 years.
Very good.
We are promoting lot in agriculture, horticulture sector. We are promoting Ladakh greenhouse. We have got the Prime Minister award for the Ladakh greenhouse. So these are some contribution that we are doing it. Besides, we are promoting Climate Cup and other stuff. We are doing a lot of conferences there, just to make other conscious about the climate changes. But it is not that something we are doing wrong in Ladakh.
So last question, what about opportunities for the youngsters, because there was kind of an apprehension that if it is open, then the youth there was not getting enough opportunities, but now with these notifications you feel that things will change?
Yes, 100% it should benefit our youth. We are very concerned about our youth. The Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Home Minister is also concerned about the youth. That is why they have come out with a very unique model for Ladakh. So I think problem should be resolved gradually.
Thank you so much, sir, for speaking to Indian Express. Thank you.